Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to this video. If you are watching this, thank you so much for being here. So we are currently in August, which is absolutely mind-blowing because I still cannot believe it. So in this video, as you would know, I'm going to tell you the top 10 worst books I have read in 2025 so far. So this year so far, I have read 43 books and I haven't had the greatest year. I believe I only have like 2 5-stars so far, but I just filmed my September TBR video and that range looks a lot better. So I have hope we can redeem the last part of the year and hopefully it's better. So I'm going to list these from not too bad to the worst book that I literally have read. I'm not going to lie, the top 3 was quite hard to order. Especially 2 and 3. 2 and 3 were like pretty much on par. And I feel like some of these people might not like it as well. So before we get into this video, let's go get comfy, let's get cozy. Make sure you grab your drink and let's get right into it. Okay, so coming up number 10 for the year, I'm not gonna lie, the last 3 books, I actually really still enjoyed them. It's just they were more average or disappointing. Like, I personally feel like they could have been executed better. So number 10, we have the first book in the Twisted series, which is Twisted Love by Anna Huan. This I honestly did enjoy. I really did enjoy it. It was fun, it was cute. It's a billionaire romance and it's a brother's best friend. Like, what more could you ask for? I absolutely love brother best friend books. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I love them. That's probably one of my favorite tropes, which I don't know if I should say that, and I actually have a brother and yeah, a girl can dream. So this one here I actually ended up giving 3.5 stars. Like I said, it's actually not too bad. I just put it down here because I do feel like it was too long. Like, it could have easily cut out 100 pages. The last part of it, like, I'm talking a good, probably this much left of the book. It didn't need to be there. Like, the end was just pointless in a way. I loved the actual ending, but the part to get to the ending, it was just so pointless. Like, what was the point? What was the point? I feel like she just had a target goal of pages and she just wrote whatever she had to get to that goal. That's, yeah. So number 9 is Lights Out. Now this was, I went into this expecting to like it. I did like it, but I'm going to read you my review. So I rated it 9.5 stars and I just said, to be honest, Josh's personality made this whole book. If it wasn't for him, then it would have been boring. That's why it's on this list. I kind of in a way felt like it was a fluffy version of a Darkstalker romance. Even still read the triggers though. I was wondering what the plot was for the first 60% of the book. So Josh, like, I think the other girl's name is Ali. I'm pretty sure it was Ali. She, like, it was mainly her character through the whole thing and we didn't get much of Josh. I probably would have DNF'd it. Josh was really, like, to be honest, I listened to this on the audio, so I don't know if it was because of the narrator for Josh. Like, his voice, just, I loved his chapters. I really loved him. I loved the personality, like the soft chuckles, the sighs. I think it was the narrator. I'm pretty sure he took me over the edge and made me keep going. It was just very bland and average. If you have read Haunting Adeline, compared to Zaid, I feel like Josh is like a fluffy stalker, like, compared to Zaid. That's where that comes in. Never to say, still read the triggers though. Like, it is dark. There is some stuff in there that you probably, like, if you're not used to that, like, you probably don't want to read it. So definitely check it. But it has that more comedic feel to it. And I don't know if the author actually intended for that to happen or not. I'm not too sure. But, like, I do still recommend reading that one, honestly. It was just average and, like, eh. Like, and there was just not really a plot. So number 9 is The Housemaid's Secret. This one, I actually can't remember what I rated it. I think it was like a 3.5 from memory, but it was okay. It was okay. It's just, compared to the first one was so mysterious and fast paced and had that thriller vibe, and it kept you engaged, and there was a plot. And that vibe went through the whole book. It just went through the whole book. It was a complete, you know, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you like Verity, if you like Don't Let Her Stay, you would like The Housemaid. This one, however, it starts off with the same vibe and you're like, yes, she's in another house. This is what's happening. But it gets wrapped up halfway because another plot comes, and the plot that happens, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Like, it was so boring. You could see it coming from a mile away. There wasn't anything spontaneous about it. Yeah, it was kind of like mysterious in a way, but it just didn't have that same potential that I was expecting like the first book. I do think that this series didn't need to be a series. I feel like it could have just been a standalone. I don't know who's with me on that one. I'm not too sure. I might change my opinion when I read the third book. I don't know. But I will still continue the series, but I just don't see the point in the third. Like, I'm wondering, where's the third book going to go? Like, it's got me stumped. So because that one was so not great, this is where my whole debacle starts coming in, and this is where people are probably gonna question me and probably hate me for, but these are all my opinion. So here we go. So number 7. Now mind you, number 6 and number 7, they're in a series together. I still rated these books highly, but they're on this list because of how disappointed I am, okay? My disappointment was huge. It was huge. So number 7 is from the series called Zodiac Academy, and it's Restless Stars, which is the last book in the series. Did this make the list because it is the last book? No, it didn't. It made the list because the ending, like, you're telling me after 9 books, and like, I don't even know how many novellas, and the novellas aren't even a novella size. They are literally like 400, 500, 600 pages. They're full on ass books. You're telling me that's the ending to the very last book? If you do not want a spoiler, I will put a time skip on, because like, I did not waste all my time on this. So I'm going to put a timestamp. I'm just waiting for you to go forward if you want. Okay, I hope you left. So, this is what I wrote. I'm honestly disappointed in the ending. The way Lionel dies could have been so much better. Like, hello, the dead came back to the living to help win the war. Hale was there. The Savage King. Okay, sorry. His brother was there. Lionel's brother was there. And not one of them killed Lionel or went after Lionel. I so wish Hale was the one to go after Lionel for everything he done and killed him. If not, at least his brother. You're telling me after 9 fucking books, we get to the end, we see a Lionel literally manipulate, friggin' make Hale destroy a whole town, make him to look like he killed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, where he was actually using dark coercion on him, for him to not even go up to Lionel and be like, hey, I'm back from the dead. Like, I'm gonna help my daughters win this war with you. And you know what? I actually haven't seen anybody being disappointed in the end. Like, everybody rates it 5 stars. And they're like, oh my god, that was the best. No. I wanted them to fuck Lionel up. That's not even the worst part. The worst part is Lionel ended up getting away from the war, and then when the whole posse, like Tori and Darcy and Darius and like the rest of the posse track him down and find him, it literally takes them like 2 minutes to kill him. Seriously, that chapter was so fucking short. It didn't take them long at all to kill him. The last like 8 books, even in that book with Lavinia, like them trying to kill each other takes so long, and you're telling me at the very end it's just like, oh, he's dead. He's dead. They didn't even drag it out. It was just like, yeah, you're dead. I personally feel like this is such a rant. I personally feel like the authors just were like, yeah, we're just gonna wrap it up and finish. Like, that's it. We've got no words. We've got nothing else to say. Like, we're bored. We're leaving. Anyway, but I did like the overall. It was a 7-year skip. I did like that 7 years wrap up to see how their lives went about. But the last war was so disappointing and felt so repetitive to all the other wars, because the other wars were so in-depth, so jam-packed, so full of action. This one had action and like exciting elements, like the dead coming back and Tori making a deal with death, but like, oh, it just had so much potential. It had so much build up, and it was just disappointing. Okay, it was disappointing. People who skipped ahead, like, it was disappointing. The book had so much potential. It just didn't live up to it. Okay? Okay. When you read the book, come back and listen to my review. So, that goes into number 6, which is also Zodiac Academy. And this one is Heartless Sky, which is number 7. Now, the first 6 books are top tier amazing. It's one of my favorite series purely just for the first 6 books, okay? 7, what are you doing here? Like, you do not need to be there. That can literally be chopped out. Like, that, like 7 and 8 could have literally been merged together into one book, the same freaking size, like a 600-page book. Number 7, I nearly DNF'd. I nearly DNF'd Zodiac Academy, and it was my favorite series. Like, it is my favorite. I was smashing 1 to 6, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. 7, I literally nearly DNF'd the series. Like,
excuse me?
Excuse me? It was so boring. Like, what was the point? No. And you know what? I have actually seen a few people say that they struggle to get through 7. And anytime I see someone comment that, I'm like, no, like, just continue. You're nearly there. Just get through book 7 and you'll probably like the rest. I feel like it never did. I don't feel like it went back up to a good level, but I don't feel like it wasn't the same vibes as 1 to 6. I feel like 7 to 9 was just like some of the things that happened were just like, have you ran out of stuff to say that you're just doing all these random side quests like that, like what? So yeah, it was disappointing, okay? It was disappointing. So number 5, now this surprised me that this is at number 5 because this is a horror book. I really don't read horror books. I wanted to like start reading horror books this year. This is my first one, and it's not the type of horror that I thought I would be reading, to be honest, but it is called Raised by a Killer. It's a 10-book series, but each book is like 140 pages each. Like, they're very short. I can generally read them in like 2.5, 3 hours. I love it. They're short. I feel like I've accomplished something. Now, the first book, when you first get into it, you're literally like, what the actual fuck am I reading? Like, this is disgusting. It's gross. It's like, what the heck? I was going to DNF it. multiple times. I don't know why. I was like, you know what, I'm curious. It's literally like thrown a fishing line with a hook, hooked me and dragged me along all through 10 books. I don't even like it. I don't even like it, but I had to get to the end to see what happened. So we pretty much go along with Deicide from when she is, I think 4 is the first book, and each book is a different age. So we see her growing up in each book, and her dad is I don't think he's a serial killer, but he's just like a killer, right? Right. So he pretty much kidnaps and brings home women, and he teaches Deicide how to be a killer, how to be secretive, that like warning, there is cannibalism in it, and he teaches Deicide, his daughter, lessons when she doesn't listen, when she watches him when she's not supposed to, because if he's doing something bad to the person, like very gruesome, like he told her as a kid, like, you know, don't watch, like don't come in the room. If she didn't listen, like she got punished, or lessons, I should say. And it's a very gruesome book. It's a very disturbing book. It's very, like, the descriptions are really disgusting. But I'm going to say, when I got to, I think it was book 4, roughly, like around book 4, it got better. It honestly got better. It wasn't as disgusting or gross or vile. I don't know if it was because I was used to it or because Deicide was growing up, so she started actually maturing, and she's like, this is what Pops used to do to me, I'm not doing that to like her kid or something. Like, you could see her learning through life, so it did end up getting better. Yeah, there were some things that like she did, but it was nothing as bad as the start. The start was just no. So number 4 is Fallen Academy. Now, I originally rated this 3 stars, but I think I'm actually going to drop my rating down to a 2.5. It hasn't grasped me. I read this, I think 2-3 months ago. It's on my hate list. Not hate, that's such a harsh word. It's on my dislike, like, it's on my I haven't thought about you again, and I honestly don't even know what I read. Like, I can't remember much at all, and I found it quite boring. It is YA. Have I outgrown YA? I guess in a way, yeah, possibly. But I just feel like the writing overall and the story was lacking, like literally lacking. There was like time skips, just random time skips. The actual story itself could have had so much potential. It could have been this great big thing, kind of like Mortal Instruments. But this got advertised to me when I seen this and I picked it up. It got advertised to me as Fourth Wing meets Zodiac Academy. This is not. No. Those 2 series are my favourite. This is nothing like that. I did feel like this was literally a copycat of Shadowhunters. Not a copycat, I wouldn't say, but like there were some scenes and stuff that I questioned, and like they have the same, you know how they have the markings, like the tattoo markings and the like the relics. This was pretty similar, like that's how I pictured it in my head, and I don't know, it just reminded me a lot of it. So I'm going to drop it down to a 2.5 just because the writing was off, the plot was off, the story wasn't flowing. I don't remember anything. Yeah. Okay, so we are officially in the top 3 books, okay? And this is where it kind of got a little hard because I absolutely hate every single one of these. So we have for number 3, Keep It in the Family by John Mars. This is my first John Mars book, and I absolutely thought it was so friggin' long, never ending, like when the heck is this thing gonna finish book. It dragged. How many plots and twists can you have in one book and make it so long? Like, it's a thriller. It's literally a thriller book. It should be nice, short, fast paced. It definitely wasn't. I'm so sorry. If you loved this book, like, good on you. I'm happy for you. Like, I'm glad one of us did. But this book was so freaking just boring, and like I personally got to, I think I got like 30-40%, and I was like, oh, like we're surely like, you know, it's gonna wrap up soon. No, but why would it? Why would it? Yeah. I was just like, it's so bad, I don't know what to say. But pretty much like, don't even bother. Literally don't even bother reading it. Just skip it. Like, just skip. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, there's no plot. It's meh. It's not surprising. Like, it's my first John Mars book as well, and I don't even know if I want to continue like reading a John, like I don't even want to know if I want to read another John Mars book. I don't know. I really don't. Okay, next we have, as number 2, we have The Perfect Nurse by Daniel Hurst, and this was worse. These 2 books were the ones that were literally on par, and I was just like, I don't even know what's worse. I went off my rating. I'm actually going to keep it in the family. I'm going to drop my star down to a 1. I did rate it a 2, but it's going to a 1. Daniel Hurst was a 1. I rated it 1 stars. I wanted to DNF it so bad. So many times. It was so boring. Once again, it felt so long. It wasn't really surprising at the end. Like, you could see her coming. The fact that I think there's like 3 books in this series. Like, I mean, it could get better. Like, it could get better. Sometimes a lot of the time the first book is really bad, and then all of a sudden it takes off in like book 2 and 3. But I'm not going to be there to find out. I'm not going to be around to find out. Like, that can stay there. I didn't like the writing. The storyline itself is like Housemaid and Verity, okay? It has a stay-in nurse because the person they're looking after is like, they can't look after themselves and they're bedridden, kind of like Verity. That's where Verity comes into it. But then the nurse is like housemaid with the husband in the house. So he acts all nice and flirty and stuff like that, and then things start happening, bad things start happening, and you know, there is a little bit of a twist between the 2 differences, but it's not too hard to pick up on. I felt like it was really repetitive, especially the last 50%, and the plot itself, like the twist in the end, it wasn't like a wow factor. Like, it didn't give me that like shock, and it was just a bit bland. Like, I just didn't enjoy it, okay? I did not enjoy it. So, number 1 is my first DNF of the year, okay? And drum roll. It's a 0 star, and that is Little Stranger by Lee Rivers. I tried. If you don't know, this is a dark romance. It should just be dark. It's inbred. Like, it shouldn't even be a romance. It's literally dark inbred. I think I got 50 pages in. I tried my hardest, but Malachi, look, I honestly, I know this is a lot of people's favorite books, and how do you get past the whole brother and sister thing? The thing is, I've read Credence, right? I didn't mind Credence. I really did not mind Credence. But the thing is with this one, is Malachi kept saying, sister, 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 sister. And I can't remember her name. What was her? Olivia. Was it Olivia? It's Olivia. She was so freaking annoying. Like, she was so annoying. Like, Malachi would Malachi would make her strip, like, naked. And she'd be like, oh, surely this is what, like, brothers do. My friends' brothers don't do this, like, with their siblings, but me and Malachi have always been like that. Like, it's a normal thing. She doesn't even question it. She's like, yeah, this is me and Malachi's relationship, but he's my brother. Literally, like, she friggin' denied, like, I don't even know if it's denial. She literally fully believes that's how their relationship should be, and that he's just treating her like a sister. even though she sees her friends and their siblings not doing that. She was just really annoying. If it didn't say brother and sister every single second sentence, I honestly probably could have got through. So yeah, I got 50 pages in and I was like, I cannot keep reading. My little sister is fucking perfect, like in bed or something. Or saying like, oh, he is like doing sexual acts to me. And she's like, oh, my big brother. No, like it was... I couldn't get past it. I was like puking. Anyway, so I had a friend that actually read the book. I messaged her and I was like, hey, because she told me, she's like, you gotta read it because like there's a part in there that just like, ugh. I was like, hey, can you just spoil it? Like, is it worth it? Can you just spoil it for me? Because I don't want to put myself through this. She told me about the stairs. I still feel like a personal victim that has read that scene. And I didn't even actually read the words. I just got told. So you know what I done? I went and told my partner so he can also suffer with me. And then he went and told a workmate so he can also suffer. So we have this long train of people suffering from knowing it. But it all comes back on me because they're like, what the fuck are you reading? So yeah. But the other thing I don't understand is I am reading the Edge of Darkness series, which is it's a 6-star. It's a 6-star series, same author. But I keep seeing people saying they're interconnected and I don't understand how. Like there's no mention of Olivia or Malachi. And like I haven't read Little Stranger or Little Liar, but I don't see a crossover. Like if you've read it, can you let me know? Or are people just saying it because it's the same author? Like I honestly have no idea. So anyway, that was my worst books for 2025. If you have read any of these, I'm sorry if you liked them or you loved them. If you're a Zodiac Academy lover, I am still a Zodiac Academy lover. It's just those books were not it. If you have made it to the end of the video, maybe let's just put something happy, like a butterfly. Let's just put a butterfly. We will make the comments look pretty. And also with that butterfly, comment the worst book that you have read as well. I want to see all the worst books that you guys have read. Please let me know in the comments below. If you would like to be notified for future videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so then you are notified. And as always, I'll leave all my tags for Goodreads, Fable, TikTok, all that jazz down below. I don't have a BookTok account. I am too scared to create one, but let me know if I should. Like, do I just jump on the bandwagon? I don't know. It's a scary community on BookTok. So as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.